Okay, I've been waiting for like an hour and a half now, but like nothing's happening. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. As per usual, we're going on a hike this afternoon. The weather is quite interesting at the moment. We got quite a bit of snow in the mountains right above the city last night, and a lot of it is still sticking to the trees. Very, very gray skies. It's one of those days where if we're patient enough and lucky enough to be in the right place, we might get some amazing conditions. The snow on the trees, a little bit of direct lights from the sun, and the moody sky. Or one of those days where we could get nothing. So it's gonna really come down to luck and a little bit of patience, I guess. So yeah, we'll see. I'm headed for an area that I know quite well. There's a very peculiar mountain there that is very photogenic. So the idea is just to have a walk around, find a good vantage point over this mountain, and hopefully with some patience we get a shot. I've never done this particular hike, so I'll keep an eye open on my way if I find any other subjects, because depending on the weather, we might not even see that mountain at all. So I might have to look for some other subjects if I don't want to come back empty-handed. Conditions like this and the potential, it's hard to keep calm and avoid expectations. You still have a little bit of them, but yeah, I shouldn't. I shouldn't, because there's probably like a chance out of 2 that I don't get anything. So this time I came prepared and I got myself some rubber boots, because it's been a constant in my past couple of hikes, ending up with really wet feet and being under-equipped. So thought it was time to get me a proper pair of rubber boots. Seems like something that landscape photographers do. Okay, let's go. Rubber boots already seem like a worthy investment. I actually also get them because I'm planning a trip for end of May, beginning of June. I won't go into details right now, keep the suspense, but during that trip I might be doing some seascape photography, going on the beach, in the water. Probably will get some wet conditions also, so yeah, I'm kind of planning in advance and giving those boots a test run right now. But yeah, already worth it. Feet are dry. This time, also remembered to take my trekking poles from the car. Improvement. I really love this area because other than the incredible mountain views you can get when it's clear, which I still don't know if we're going to get today, The vegetation is very different from where I live, even though it's just a 45-minute drive. There's a lot of pine trees, just like on the Mediterranean coast, and you get a contrast of this red bark with the snow. I think if we don't get the mountain views, we'll find some trees to photograph. Yeah, I mean, it's just beautiful. It's so quiet here. The snow kind of absorbs all of the sounds. So if you stop talking, stop walking, there's like no sound at all except like the whisper of a stream in the distance. And I mean, the weather's pretty bad to go in the mountains. So I'm thinking most people just stayed home and are watching Netflix right now. So like, I haven't seen any other footprints on the trail so far, except some rabbit tracks. So yeah, I feel quite privileged to be here. Yeah, the joys of getting up and going out. I don't care if I get photos or not, to be honest. Wow. So pretty. The mountain that we want is right up there in the clouds. Okay, so I think we have our first image. I just stumbled upon an open area, and there's a few pine trees like arranged in a line that contrasts quite well with the dark sky. Yeah, I think there's something to be made here. I'm gonna set up my camera and see what we can get. I'm thinking maybe a panorama. It's just missing a little bit of side light, and that would be amazing. Maybe I can wait a little while. All right, let's set up. Okay, so what I have here is this bunch of trees set against the very dark sky, and this snowy hill that's like very clean. There's no tracks or anything on it, so it makes for something very simple. Just the silhouette of the trees. I'm probably gonna edit this as a pano. So instead of stitching, I have a high resolution mode on this camera for a still subject like this. It's great. It takes a whole bunch of images and like combine them to make an 80 megapixel file, and to have approximately a 3:1 aspect ratio panorama, I need to crop about half of that. So it still retains like 40 megapixels, which is plenty enough. So yeah, I'm setting this up as a high-res image. Just doing a manual focus on the trees. I'm on a tripod, so I can be at like f8, 200th of a second, no problem. Just retain those highlights. Yeah, there you go. Let's check it. Okay. I can't stress enough the importance of taking your time and keeping your eyes open, turning around, because I think I just spotted a really good image far away in the distance on the other side of the valley. You have those low clouds coming down, and the forest doesn't have any leaves in the trees yet, so everything is very black, and you have those pine trees that are covered in snow. That makes those cones just like spread out on the mountainside. It's very aesthetic, very graphic, very simple. So I'm gonna break out the big lens, the long lens, and try to frame that up. Have a pleasing distributions of those trees in the frame. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Oh yeah. I love it. Okay. Bringing the ISO up slightly, just to be on a little bit faster shutter speed. Because I'm shooting at 150 millimeters, which is equivalent to a 300. Handheld, it's a little bit of a stretch, so yeah. I'm at f5, and with my ISO at 200, I still have a 500th of a second exposure time, so it's not bad to be handheld. Plus I have dual stabilization through the sensor and the lens, so should be fine. For those abstract shots, I think it's very important to take the time and try different focal length, different aspect ratios, and just different framings. I have to be careful while switching lenses because there's snow that's constantly falling off the trees and threatens to fall onto my sensor. I think we're fine. Okay, let's get going. But I think we just got ourselves another fairly good image. Okay, we got a little bit of a view, so I think it's time for a little snack. Taking a little bit of a break because I reached the first high point of this hike, which is a small pass. I'm having an oat and chocolate bar. And the only thing I regret not bringing is my stove so I could make myself a hot drink. Not that it's so cold. That would be enjoyable. And I still haven't seen any human footprints, just animal tracks here and there. So I don't know, it might sound selfish, but there's nothing like having a whole place to yourself, the whole mountain to myself. As for the view, well, it's still very, very cloudy and the clouds are hanging onto the mountains, so I'm really not sure we're gonna see anything. But we already got a few photos on our way up here, so, you know, it's fine if we don't get anything more. Well, the trail is getting sketchier and sketchier. I'm on the side of the hill now and it's fairly steep, very snowy, no tracks. And yeah, I'm sure glad that I bought my poles this time. And I also just strapped on my crampons in my boots. Just like small hiking crampons, and it makes a difference. I'm glad I came prepared. Yeah, this is where I came from. And that's quite a steep drop. The trail is getting flatter and flatter. I'm right here, and I'm looking into going to this area where there's supposed to be some open views. The snow is so deep now that in places it even goes above my boots. So, good choice of footwear, but maybe it's still not enough. Trail went from being gentle to climbing like crazy. Hard work this is. Okay, we're out of the forest. This is where our mountain should be, but it doesn't look like it's coming out of the clouds anytime soon. Patience, patience. I think it's time for a little break. I just checked the weather forecast and it seems like it's supposed to clear as the sunset approach. In the next 2 hours, skies are supposed to get clearer and clearer. Now, are the clouds going to stick to the mountain? I don't know, but I think it's worth waiting. So I'm going to chill for a little bit longer, have a few more snacks, and then probably just have a little walk around in the forest. I'm sure we can make a few images there. And keep an eye on that mountain, or rather on that cloud, see if the mountain comes out of it. Just a fleeting moment would be enough to make a good image. So I guess this could be a lesson about patience. Patience, I think you've heard before that it's very important with landscape photography and photography in general, actually. And I think that's one thing that many people fail at, including me. I'm actually pretty bad at it. I'm not a very patient person in general. And I think it might be a generation thing because we grew up with social medias, with internet, and so in a way we got used to having everything instantly. And I guess when you actually have to wait, when you actually have to be bored, you don't know how to do it anymore, me included. So yeah, I think landscape photography is a good exercise regarding patience and tolerance to boredom. I mean, in my case, I started filming and it's actually helping a bit because when I have a moment where nothing is happening, I can just record a piece of camera, just like I'm doing right now. And it brings on some occupation, but nonetheless, you need to wait sometimes, like right now. And I mean, it's a little bit specific right now because there's also the tolerance to cold that comes into play, and at some point I might just not be able to take it and I will have to go down. But even in great conditions, when it's nice to be out, sometimes you just want to keep moving, keep forward. Maybe you're eager to go back home to your comfort, and it makes it hard to just like stay in one spot and wait for whatever you're waiting for. So yeah, I guess I'm forcing myself right now. Maybe it won't clear at all, but I won't know if I don't spend an hour, 2 hours here to see what happens. Hopefully it does, though. Okay, I've been waiting for like an hour and a half now. It's going back and forth in the forest, taking pictures here and there. Keep on coming back to this view, see if the mountain is appearing, but like nothing's happening. If anything, maybe it got worse because I feel like the wind dropped. At least before I could see the clouds just moving. And now it just looks like they're stuck there and they're not going anywhere. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it for today. The cold is starting to be a little hard to handle also. My hands are fine. I have the big mitts on. I have a heated jacket on also, so I'm pretty toasty. But my feet are killing me. And yeah, I'm hoping to go back home with all my toes. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. Head back home. And yeah, too bad for that shot. I had this little expectation, this little hope. Yeah, didn't happen. It's okay. I'm pretty happy with the trip anyway. Yeah, patience wasn't enough today. Sometimes patience is not enough. You need a little bit of luck also to be in the right place at the right time. So yeah, it happens. You can't win them all because then it would be too easy. Yeah, I'm gonna pack up my stuff, head back down quickly to warm myself up, and warm up my feet in the car. Okay, let's go. And now I'm just walking back to my car as fast as I can to get some blood flowing, especially to my feet. So
yeah, I guess I'll leave you here. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you in the next one. And yeah, hopefully the next one I post will be a video of a success, because all I've been doing lately is just like planning stuff and doing something else instead, or shooting something else instead. What matters is that we get images, so that's all good. You can see all the images that I made in the past also, even before starting this YouTube channel on my website. There's a link in my channel, and also I'll put one down in the description of this video. So yeah, have a look. You can see a lot more images from the Alps and from other trips that I took. So yeah, see you around. Okay, my toes are back.